Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today I want to talk about the games that I would like to cover from now until the end of the year. Now, I don't think this list is fully complete, but it does kind of give off some ideas of stuff of how full the months could possibly be. But yeah, because I haven't really had a chance to sit down and do this yet, we obviously had recently all the summer game announcements, all the things that are coming out for the rest of the year, and I put like a list together of games coming out. So currently recording this is the 5th of July, I believe. I'd say 5th, doesn't matter on the date, but it's basically around about that time. And essentially I have a list in front of me of games that I'd like to cover. Now, realistically, I am not going to be able to cover all of these games on this channel by the end of the year because one, it's an expensive kind of monetary thing, and secondly, like, it just depends on what I fancy playing at the time and all kinds of things. There are some games on this list that will 100% be covered. Primarily, like doing a thoughts on kind of style video. You know, like a game comes out, I play it for a little bit, do a thoughts on it, that sort of thing. So let's go through this list so you guys have some kind of idea of what you can potentially expect about new games going forward. And obviously there's other videos I'll continue to do, but this is just about new stuff coming out. So starting off, we have Pikmin 4 later this month, which is coming out on the 21st of July. Now, I haven't decided whether I want to play this yet or buy this. I kind of like Pikmin, but I'm not a huge fan. I've not played Pikmin 3. I kind of got into Pikmin 1, but Pikmin 2 was the one I spent the most time playing, so that would probably be the one that I would go back to and play. Now, the first two are on the eShop, but the physical's coming out in September, which we'll get to in a bit, because I might well cover that. I don't know yet. We shall see. But Pikmin 4 is the first game coming up where I'm like, this could be fun. This could be a fun game. I need to play the demo. Apparently the demo's pretty decent. And I think that will give me an idea of whether I want to cover this or not. Like I said, I like Pikmin, but it's not like my favourite game series ever. But we'll see. The other game that's coming out this month, which comes out on the 28th of July, is Disney Illusion Island. And you're probably thinking, like, what? Disney Illusion Island is essentially like a co-op platformer game that gives me the vibes of the more recent Rayman games like Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends. And the art style looks really cool. It's the kind of platformer that I'd probably play. It might be really easy. I don't know. I need to see a little bit more on it. But when this originally got announced, and how cartoony and like, obviously it's a platform game, this looks right up my street. Now, it could be too easy, it could be a little bit boring, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait on this one, but I will say I'm very intrigued to play this game and cover it and do some videos on it, because hey, like, you know, you make a good platform game with a nice art style, and I'm there for it. So, and it's not the only platformer on this list that I have in front of me anyway. So July, those two games, and then, you know, I've got a bit of time. If I don't cover them, I've got a bit of time to go back and do back catalogue, which is what I'm currently doing with some of my older games, to be able to do stuff on those. Moving into August, there's only really two games coming out in August that I would probably play. Like I said, there probably are other games, but these two are the ones I'm focusing on right now. Baldur's Gate 3. So that will probably will get covered on this channel. I am planning on playing that. Both solo and with Don Hayes on his channel, and with my brother and potentially Fruity as well. I will say this, like, these kind of games, I do think they're better on their own, or played at a slow pace in multiplayer. I think our playthrough is going to end up being very chaotic, and that's okay, because, you know, that's what you expect with 4 people potentially. But I do think I will cover it. I am buying it so that we can play it together. So Don Hayes will probably have it on his channel, the multiplayer version of it. I just want to do I want to play about 5-6 hours of the game and do a thoughts on it, and that might be the only thing to cover. I don't know, we'll see yet, but that is definitely a game that will be getting covered on this channel at some point this year. The other one is Samba de Amigo Party Central. I really liked the one on the Wii. I think these games are very silly, they're a lot of fun. I'm not expecting it to be an amazing game, but I think it will be a lot of fun. I don't know how I'm going to cover it, because I assume a lot of the music's licensed, so if there's some stuff in there that isn't, I've got to show that off. But I think these games are fun. I love music games, I love rhythm games, so this is definitely something that I'm looking forward to. I have a sneaky suspicion I've missed off one game from this list, which is Payday 3, and I think that's out in September. I think it's September. If that ends up coming out, that might be another game that I also because I think it's going to Game Pass day one, so I might play it on there. But moving into September, probably the big one for a lot of people is going to be Starfield. Again, it's in Game Pass. I probably will play this. I don't know whether I'm going to like it or not, but I'm going to take a bit of a risk on it. I think me covering it on my machine, being more of a mid-range machine, would probably be kind of interesting. I may end up waiting on that one. I'm waiting for reviews. I want to see how buggy it is at launch, because that's my concern. I don't want to play a game that's going to be potentially buggy, but the game looks good, and I'm very curious to get my hands on it. So Starfield is the 6th of September, very early on. Following that up, there's Super Bomberman R2's coming out. Now, I am a huge Bomberman fan. I love Bomberman. I think the games are fun. It's some of the best multiplayer experience you can have. I do think the games are lacking some of the quickness and snappiness the old ones had, but this game looks fun. I will no doubt pick it up. I should probably do some videos on the first one. There's a lot of Switch games I should probably go back over and actually cover. But yeah, Super Bomberman R2, 13th of September, something I would really like to pick up. After that, there's Mortal Kombat 1, which the Switch version is the one I'll probably be getting. Because I want to see how good this port is. If it's absolute dog shit, then I probably will get it on PC or somewhere else. I have a feeling Mortal Kombat 1 might be one of these games that slips into next year, just because it will be full price, and they do drop prices quite quickly, so we'll see on that one, but that is a game I would like to cover. Pikmin 1 and 2, that's when the physicals come out, it's 22nd of September. I'm not sure whether I get the physical or digital yet. I might pre-order this just to have it. It'll be a fun little collection. I'd like to do some videos on them, but again, like with Pikmin 4, I'm not the biggest Pikmin guy, so we'll have to see on those. Then we've got a bit of gap, rolling it into October. End of October is when stuff starts coming out. We've got Super Mario Wonder, which is the 20th of October. You can 100% lock that game in. That is a game I will probably do thoughts on. I may stream some of that as well. I think Mario games are just my thing. I love a good Mario game. So that will also be something that I definitely cover. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 comes out 4 days later on the 24th of October. I'd like to get this. I don't know whether I'll get it day one or not, but it's something I would like to get and play and really spend some time with it. I like Metal Gear Solid, but I haven't really played the others. I've watched a lot of the other games, but not played them. So I would like to get hold of that and see what that's like on the Switch. And then also on the 24th of October, so I have to make a decision, is City Skylines 2. If you don't know, I'm not really into sim games and whatnot, but I did really like City Skylines. I jumped in, I gave it a whirl, got sucked into it for a bit. And this second game looks fun. Again, kind of like Mortal Kombat, kind of like Metal Gear, it might be one of those games that slips down the line, possibly into next year that I cover it, because the biggest thing is, it's a lot of money for these games. There's a lot of games coming out. Also in October, there are rumours that Sonic Superstars is out then. It doesn't have an exact date yet. Sonic Superstars is a game I would love to cover. I think the game looks really awesome. If that is also in October, then it'll probably be Sonic and Mario will be the two games I'd cover, with Metal Gear and City Skylines getting pushed back to maybe December or something. And then going into November, on the 3rd of November, we have WarioWare Move It. That is going to probably be a purchase for me day one. I love WarioWare. They are so dumb. They bring a serious amount of hilarity that I love, and that's a game that I really want to dive into and play and cover. On the 17th of November, we've got two games coming out. We've got Persona 5 Tactica, which looks right up my street. Not played Persona, but this does look like it is a turn-based Persona 5 game, so that looks fun. I love turn-based games, that'd be fun to cover. And also Super Mario RPG, a game that I didn't actually like when I played it, but this remake looks very good. Need to sort of see more about that. That might be another game that slips, and then, you know, we'll get to it then. And the last game I have written down here, which is, I completely forgot it was coming out this year, is the Switch version of Biomutant. Now, Biomutant isn't an amazing game, but what me and Jack did, he played it and we did a backseat gaming on it. It was actually pretty fun. I think it'll be interesting to see that game running on Switch. I'm very curious, and to be honest, it might be one of those games that I just pick up at some point. It's definitely not a game that I'm dying to play. I'm just very curious about the Switch port and how that's going to be. Obviously, I can read reviews and whatnot, but I would like to cover that. So far, that is like the main games I'm looking at this year. It's quite a lot on there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games basically in total, including Sonic and Payday, which aren't on that list. There's probably other games there as well. There's going to be other games I'm going to be playing. Like I said, I'm trying to go through my back catalogue. I'd like to cover a bunch of the other Switch games I've got. really, and stuff I've missed out on over these years. And yeah, you can expect some of this stuff to pop up in the coming months. I will decide nearer the time, and if money allows me to purchase some of this stuff and play them and show them off. You know, because that's I enjoy doing that, and I like doing, you know, being able to show off the new stuff and the old stuff. But that just goes to show how many games are coming out this year. Is a crazy year. Nothing right now is beating Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp for me, but you never know. Super Mario Bros. Wonder could be that game. But there you go, guys. That is my list of games that I'm currently looking forward to playing and potentially covering for this channel for the rest of this year. There's a bunch of stuff coming out next year as well, which I would like to do, but that's for next year. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more content, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below in the description as always. And until next video, I will see you then.